let's call to order our special meeting of the Board of Education. Call to order. Should we do the pledge? Would you like to lead us in the pledge?
I'd be happy.
Yes, there we go. All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. All right. At this time, I would like to open up the meeting for public comments. Seeing that we have some guests here today, is there anybody that would like to share public comments? If you do, it's a similar gig as in our regular board meetings. If you could limit your comments to 3 minutes and state your name, that would be great. And we will take notes on what you'd like to share. Cool.
Just stand. I know.
Sure. Sure.
Hi, I'm Shelley Petrowski. If you recall, I talked in January on the busing situation, so I want to comment on that again today, and then also just know you're going into dance performance. I would have commented Monday, but I was uncomfortable, frankly, with big fact check or whatever might have happened. So, with respect to busing, one, are you guys aware it's Bus Driver Appreciation? Yeah. So, just want you to be aware of that. I don't know what you can or can't do, but I would highly encourage. I think our bus drivers need some love right now. Because I'm aware that you guys gave a bonus to custodial, right, and food staff, which I think is amazing. They deserve it, but just think of the message that you're sending to the bus drivers. And then also with the bus driver situation, we're up to 359. I think in counting cancellations, so obviously the problem has not been addressed. I followed up with Julie and she did provide me some information, which I appreciate. One thing I did not get, I had asked for is there a clear action plan, like who's accountable for fixing the situation? I have lost complete confidence and worse hope that you guys are gonna do anything, which leads me into performance. As a business professional, I am paid for performance. So this is not personal, but there is a performance issue here. You guys have got to fix the busing situation. It's unacceptable. No other district is going through this. So I don't know what's in the performance review. I have the one from October that has 2 sections. I would submit to you, there needs to be a weighting on providing transportation. It's an obligation of the district. I would frankly give you a 0. So I'm just requesting that that's a huge part of this performance review. Perhaps it's too late, but I'll follow up with a written request to get a copy of the performance review when it's over. Thank you.
Nick Krill. I know you guys can't answer questions. I would really appreciate it if somebody gave some feedback on it today. Performance reviews are normally done annually. And I noticed that you guys have been going into closed session every couple of months for a performance review. Just seems odd. I would hope that you're discussing the performance issues that have been raised by the community, and that's the reason that you're doing them so often. If not, again, I would like to know why it is happening every couple of months. The other thing, I asked Dan when I first walked in if he had a copy of the written request to the Board of Education for you guys to perform his performance review in a closed session. Per the Michigan Open Meetings Act, you must have a documented request from the individual in order to move into closed session. It is not automatic that the review allows you to go into closed session. It is only at the employee's documented request. So I will pause here and allow you guys to provide that. Otherwise, if you do go into closed session today without having that documentation that Dan didn't even seem like he was aware of was a requirement, you are in direct violation of Section 15.268 of the Michigan Open Meetings Act. So does anybody have that documented letter, that request from Dan?
Again, Nick, this is a public comment session. We'll get into it.
That's fine. I'm just trying to give you guys an opportunity to not
Yeah.
violate the Open Meetings Act. I've brought it up several times at the meetings that you guys have been violating it.
As we start our meeting, you'll see.
Okay.
Any more public comments? Okay. All right, with that, it looks like the next item on our agenda is approval of minutes of Monday's meeting. I was trying to think of what day it is. Yes, okay, so we're approving the minutes of Monday's meeting.
21st.
Yes,
February
so
21st.
February 21st, okay. So I need a motion to approve the minutes of the Monday meeting,
Make a motion to approve Monday, February 21st meeting.
okay? And do I a second? And I think we can just do all in favor for this one, Val, or do we need a roll? Okay, yep, so all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and normally, and we always bump through this one, so normally this would be the point where we would ask for a motion to move into closed session. Do you
Yeah,
want to do
Madam
something
President,
first?
as
Okay.
we've discussed previously, my request to have this interim performance evaluation done in closed session. I just put that certainly on the record here again for today's meeting, that we would go in closed session so the board can conduct that evaluation session.
Excellent. Okay. With that, I would like to have a motion that we move into closed session to continue our discussion for the superintendent's evaluation.
I make a motion that we go into closed session to go to Superintendent Dan Beam's evaluation.
Okay, and do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. With that,
Need a roll call.
we need a roll call vote to move into closed session. All right, so do you want to do the roll, or do you want to do that? There we go.
Yes, let me make sure that I'm doing it in order now that we're not sitting exactly. Oh, well, we are. All right. Dr. Fossen? Yes. Mrs. Gregory?
Yes.
Mrs. Atwater?
Yes.
Mrs. Vaughn?
Yes.
Mrs. Tryon?
Yes.
Mrs. Covell, yes. And Mrs. Callahan?
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Okay, all right, well, we are back in open session, so I will turn it over to you, Superintendent Beam. Are there any things you would like to report out? District news?
No, we're happy that this week we've had only 6 cases of COVID district-wide. That's the lowest number we've had all school year, so that's fantastic. That's it. That's my report.
Okay. Any other board communication before we adjourn for the evening? All right, with that, I think we need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And a second,
A second.
and we are adjourned.